come together. Can I get some examples of people? Think about choices that you make. Can we start with you, Dash? Is that okay? Food choices. Thank you. Okay. What am I going to eat? Another daily one.
What should I put on each day?
Clothing. What do I wear? Okay. Ricky? Okay. Sleepy.
Like when you sleep.
Okay.
6 p.m. or like 1 a.m.
Time for sleeping. Good. Sorry.
I'll pick somewhere in between.
Sleep time. Good. Morning. Sleep time. Can someone give me one more? A daily decision. Daily.
Good. Mint or
Yeah, okay. Toothpaste flavor. Sure, why not? Okay. I'm very boring. I only ever have one flavor of toothpaste open at a time, so this is like not a choice I have to make, but you know. I suppose if you're... Actually, I remember when I was growing up, I suppose this is an eating thing, we used to routinely have like 8 or 9 different boxes of cereal always open at a time, and it drove my mum nuts. She's like, why don't you just eat one cereal and then finish it and then go on to the next one? And I was like, but Mum, you get bored, you know, I want some variety. So anyway, I mean, yeah, maybe you're like that with toothpaste, who knows? Okay, there are some daily decisions. Good, thanks. How about decisions you make on a week-to-week basis, right? What kinds of choices do you have? Thoughts?
Where should I go buy the weekly shopping?
Okay, so the location of your shopping, like grocery shopping, I take it that's something we don't do, well, most of us don't do every single day. Very inefficient. Okay, so that's a good one. Yeah, another one?
what you buy when you go shopping.
Okay, good. So, the items that you get. So this is about location and about what you actually purchase. Okay, can we have another one on a weekly basis? Connie, did you think of one on a week-to-week basis? Weekly one's a bit trickier. Anyone else want to? You've got one.
Where should I come to IPC morning class?
Oh, ouch! That's not a choice. That's okay. Should I wake up and drag myself to 8 a.m. class? Okay. Any others? Things you don't do so frequently. So therefore, they're a little more important. Yeah, one more. Yeah, I don't know if I should put that down. It's okay. So attendance. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave that one off. Okay. Maybe that's not weekly. That's anyway. Okay, so there's some choices you have to make. Let's think on larger time scales. Okay. So what's something that you only do once a year? Once a year. There aren't that many things, I suppose. But what kinds of choices do you have to make? Thoughts?
Christmas presents.
Good. Gifts. I am really bad with gifts. I hate that we have this annual cycle on which you have to get people. Like, I'm not against gifts themselves, but like the fact that it rolls around to Christmas, you're like, I am horribly obliged to get you a gift, even though you don't need anything and you don't want anything anyway. Okay, that's a good one, right? Another one. What else do we do from year to year? Yeah.
Whether to celebrate certain things like Easter.
Okay, yeah. So these are sort of like
April Fool's.
things that, whether you should do April Fools or Christmas or Easter or that kind of thing. So these are things which turn on the calendar, right? Yeah, good. And
Medical checkups.
medical checkups, that's a good one. Now, let's go on that a little more. What kind of decisions would you have to make about a medical checkup?
Dental and eye care and
Yeah, good. So you got all these different ones, whether you should go to them or not, who you should go to, whether you should get a second opinion, and so on. Yeah, one more.
Injections, boosters.
Okay, so yeah, all right. Again, like these choices you guys get to make. They're voluntary. All right. Now let's have a think about the really fun one. What are things that you only have to choose once ever? Probably, maybe twice. Yeah.
To be a doctor or a lawyer.
Okay, career. Because doctor or lawyer are your only two options, right? Okay.
Or a teacher. No,
Career.
Professor.
Career. That's a good one. Give me some other ones. What other kinds of choices do we make? Yeah, Jack. Say it again. Okay.
Not necessarily.
Marital status. Maybe. Actually, it's kind of funny. Like, just when you think about it, now it's a bit of a skewed image, but more or less, all of you, even the weirdest people of you, will probably get married because the weird people will find each other. Anyway, so marital status. So whether you should marry, who you're gonna marry, when you're gonna marry. That's actually a big one, I think. So like, who, or whether, and when, and so on. Okay. Yep.
Retirement.
What about retirement?
Like when you retire.
Okay, so again, job sort of related things. Okay. Retirement, you could say, should I go for a promotion? Right? Or maybe you hope that's not a once in a lifetime thing. Maybe you hope that's going to happen to you multiple times. Okay. Perhaps where you live. Right? Where are you going to set up your home? Okay. Along the lines of career, just pedaling back a few years before that, where are you going to go to study, right? Or what will you study? Okay. Will you go to Sydney or New South? Okay, or those kinds of decisions. Okay, or Mac, or Monash, or ANU, or all the other multiple good options. They're all fine. I'm not biased in any way. Sydney's the best university. Anyway, there we go. Okay. So there's a whole set of decisions. Okay. Now, what I want to get at is, particularly as you go sort of up the scale, larger in time, right? Just as individuals, right? These decisions get harder and harder to make. Like, well, maybe you think this is a really hard, like, whoa, what should I choose? Actually, that's true. When I'm on playground duty and I see people at the canteen, they're like, it's life and death whether I get a sausage roll or sushi. But anyway, as you go further along, right, these decisions have higher stakes and you want to make good decisions, right? And when you think this is all mostly individual based, right, because you're all thinking about yourselves as individuals, what if you're an organization, like a government or a company or a hospital or a school, all those kinds of things? All these decisions suddenly increase in scale because they matter, they affect other people, right? Yeah.
How much the taxes should be?
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a whole, when you think about, say, government, right? There are all these different kinds of decisions which we don't even have to worry about, generally, okay? Which a lot of time and effort and money goes into making those choices, okay? So, that leads us into what we're actually covering today. This is the, your last topic for this HSC course. Almost there, okay. And the name of the topic is Decision Support Systems, okay? Decision Support Systems. Now, this is one of the cases where the people who make up names have done you a favor, and Decision Support Systems sounds like exactly what it is. What do you think it sounds like? It's a system that supports, helps, facilitates, provides guidance in you making decisions. Okay? So, there was my start of a definition. Let me get that down. Okay? A DSS. Okay? It's a system. And it supports your decision-making process. Okay? It supports your decision-making process. So that's a T. Now, that's really important that we say it's supporting, because the idea is not that it replaces you, generally speaking, right? It's about providing extra help. It's still humans making decisions, really, okay? So even though we'll look at some systems shortly which seem completely autonomous, okay? Humans are still the ones calling the shots, okay? We're still not really, I mean, we're going to talk about artificial intelligence as we progress through this topic, right? But we still have humans, by and large, calling the shots and turning things on and off and making decisions about whether they should agree with the DSS or not, okay? So this is what a decision support system basically is. And when you think about it, you actually use decision support systems all the time, okay? Let's think about really, really low-tech ones, right? Because we like to think about manual stuff before we think about electronic stuff. What you eat. How do you make that decision? How do you choose? What kinds of information and data do you use to make that decision? Yeah. Okay, so what time is it? So, you know, you have to think about, is it breakfast, is it lunch, brunch, whatever. Okay, yeah, another?
Olfactory and visual.
Yeah, okay, so you get Google Nose Vita out or whatever. You smell it, okay? So you got all this information passing into you. In terms of like concrete details and stuff, though, if you're like maybe you guys, because you're young, don't have to worry about it that much. But we think about nutrition, right? And we have systems. Sorry, we think. Some people out there, maybe not you, think about nutrition, okay? Count your calories, whatever, okay? And so we have decision support systems designed to help people make choices about what they should eat based on what nutrition it has in it, right? So we already use systems like this on a very sort of low, mundane scale, okay?